we're just going to begin by dropping our chin a little bit here, stretching the length of the back of the neck. And then we're going to roll over to one side a little bit. And coming back to center, rolling over to the other side. Just beginning to slowly work from side to side. Gently, not pushing. Just coming through a nice range of motion as we begin to relax through the shoulders and the neck area. Taking it easy. Maybe you've traveled over the weekend. Lots of holiday people, family, friends. Coming back to a nice center position. And lifting the eyes. And we're just going to bring a shoulder into it. Little rounding of the shoulders, beginning to warm up the top of the spine and our shoulders and chest. And then we're going to fully extend an arm back and around over to the other side. Incorporating the core here, so we're beginning to give a little twist. And continually breathing through. Once more for each side. And back to center. Coming up onto our hands and knees. Preparing for a cat and cow. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. And according to how you're breathing, if you're exhaling, we're going to go into a cat, squish it out of you. Inhaling, lift the head and tail. Beginning to work the spine, work the hips a little bit. Warming the body. Continuing through. As you push into cat, push into the ground with the hands and the knees. And lifting, letting the belly get soft. Coming to a neutral spine, eyes are down, and we're going to go into a spinal balance. Right arm, left leg extends, pushing through the heels and extending out the fingertips, pulling the belly into the spine, beginning to create some heat in the body. And lowering down, left arm, right leg, extension, push through that heel. All the way up the body, out the fingertips. Checking in with the abdomen, keeping the belly tight. And coming down. Switching, right arm, left leg. And lowering left arm, right leg. And lowering the limbs, right arm, left leg. And then pull the elbow into the knee, a little contraction of the core, and then fully extend again, reach long, and pull that elbow to the knee. Squish the air out of you as you tighten the core. Once more, get long. And lower the limbs. Preparing for the other side. Left arm, right leg. Reaching long. Pull that elbow to the knee. Squish the air out of you as you tighten the core. Warming up here. Fully extend. Reach. Getting longer. And pull it in. Nice contraction of the core. And get long. And lowering the limbs. From here, we are going to go into a plank. So flipping the toes, lifting the hips, lifting the knees, strong through the shoulders, pulling the belly to the spine. We're going to go into a little push-up. So if you'd like to kneel and make it a little easier, you could do that. And lift the hips into downward facing dog. Wide through the fingers. Relaxing into the shoulders, pulling the belly to the spine, pushing into the hips and down through the heels. Continue to breathe here. Coming back into a plank. You are strong. And we're going to take one knee down. My right knee is down. And I'm going to open up to the side and come wide through the chest and the heart. And we're going to go into a side plank here. Left leg fully extended. Supported with the knee. If you would like more of a challenge, you can lift off. Nice side plank, strong through the shoulders and the body, no sagging down. And bringing that right knee back. Coming onto all fours, going into a nice cat-cow. Touching the breath. Coming to a neutral spine. Flipping the toes, lifting the hips and the knees into a plank. Preparing for that push-up on the knees if you'd like, or straight down. Push yourself up into downward facing dog. Checking in with that body scan, relaxing into the shoulders, belly to the spine, push into the hips and down the heels. Getting a little longer through the back side of the body, the hamstrings and the Achilles tendon. Coming into a plank, strong through the shoulders. Preparing for the left side plank, dropping the left knee, opening up to the heart, extending. And you may stay here if you'd like, or more of a challenge, bring that lower leg out. Nice plank here, strong through the body. Tightening the core to support you. And bringing the knee back. Coming into a nice cat and cow, according to how you are breathing. Coming back into the vinyasa, nice plank. We are strong this evening. A little push up here. Lifting up into downward facing dog. Nice body scan. Moving into a lunge, stepping the right leg forward lunge. Finding that balance. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the arms out to the side into a nice airplane here. My chest is leaning forward onto that thigh. As I find a nice balance, I'm squeezing those shoulder blades together. And also getting long through that left leg. Nice, strong right leg and hip. And bringing the arms back down, coming to the inside of the foot. A little greater stretch here. Maybe feeling some stretching in the front of the left hip. And bringing hands both sides of the foot. We're going to step back into a plank. Nice and strong. Finding that push up. Up into downward facing dog. Left leg stepping forward into the lunge. And I have a nice 90 degrees in that front ankle, 90 degrees or greater in that front knee, and coming into a nice airplane here, bringing those arms out to the side. Finding that balance as we squeeze our shoulder blades together, giving us a little energy this evening. Doing a little work for the upper body. And lowering the arms, bringing the hands to the inside of the foot. Finding a little different stretch through the hips. Maybe a little stretch through the groin. Bringing the hands back to frame the foot. Stepping back into plank. Nice and strong. Tight core. Coming down into the push-up. And lift into downward facing dog. Checking in with that body scan. Lowering onto all fours here. Relaxing the feet, sitting back into a child's pose. Maybe support the head with the hands. Restful posture for the shoulders, core, legs. Just taking in a nice deep breath, filling the lungs and letting it go. And when you're ready, rising up, coming forward to a stomach pose, resting onto our abdomen with the arms down along our side. You can rest your head comfortably on your mat. And we're going to go into a half locust. So tightening the legs, feeling strong muscles down through our feet and ankles, and just lifting the right leg up from the hip area, engaging the core as well as engaging the glutes. And lowering it back down. Nice breath in. Exhaling and preparing for the other side. Lifting, pointing through those toes. Engaging the glutes, engaging the core. And resting down. Nice breath in. If you'd like more of a challenge, we're going to engage more of the back muscles here. So we're going to pull those shoulders, straightening out that spine, that cervical spine, allowing the eyes to look to the mat. Shoulders are pulling towards one another, and they're down away from the ears. And then we're going to lift the hands up and bringing the head up, bringing the upper body up as we find some energy shooting out our fingertips. Continuing to breathe, draw the breath into the belly. Maybe you begin to feel yourself rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. And resting down, releasing, taking a breath in, relaxing through the whole body here, releasing any muscle tension through the shoulders, core, glutes, down the legs. And when you're ready, we're going to put it all together, starting with good alignment for the spine, eyes downward, squeezing the shoulder blades together, pushing down towards the buttocks. We're going to tighten our core, tighten those glutes and legs, lifting off into a locust. Continuing to breathe. Really engaging the back side of the body as we lift off the ground. Releasing down. Nice breath work. And when you're ready, putting it all together again, squeezing those shoulders down away from the body, engaging the back side of the body, lifting off, pulling the breath into the belly, pointing through the fingers, pointing through the toes, really engaging and lengthening our limbs. And lowering down, taking a moment just to breathe, releasing the strength you have through the back, shoulders, arms, hips, and legs. And when you're ready, one last push up for the evening, whether it be on your knees or a nice strong push up into a plank. Bringing the knees down and rolling over onto the back. Pulling the knees to the chest. Just allowing the low back to kind of get smushed into the floor. I'm supporting my legs underneath my knee or behind the knee. Just breathing for a moment. And we're gonna go into a happy baby pose, reaching the fingers, reaching the feet up into the air. We're tight through the core, through the abdomen here. And we're holding our limbs nice and steady and strong as we reach through to the sky. And then we're going to bring our knees to the outside of our elbows. Hook our index finger around our big toe. And let the belly go soft, allowing a natural stretch to occur with the knees out to the sides of the elbows. Through the groin, through the hip, that low abdomen. Just finding a breath here, pulling the breath into the belly, filling the lungs to the back of the throat, and letting it go. As maybe you have settled into the pose, into this posture, you found a little more flexibility for the inner thighs and hips. Just focusing on the breath. And releasing the toes, allowing the legs and the arms to just kind of fall where they may. Preparing for a little relaxation. You may close your eyes if you'd like. Drawing the breath into the belly, filling the lungs to the back of the throat, and letting go. And when you're ready, if you'd like to roll over onto one side, supporting the head, and when you're ready, pushing yourself up, coming back to a nice, gentle, comfortable pose, seated on your mat, taking a breath in, letting everything just come to a nice relaxation. Bringing the thumbs to the heart, a prayer posture, taking a little bow. I honor you. Thank you for joining me this evening, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.